7 most dangerous sports. Anyone who has decided to try an extreme sport must be prepared for powerful emotional outbursts and severe injury or even death. Despite this, the number of extreme entertainment is growing every year. Number 7. Base jumping. This is the name given to parachute jumps from stationary objects, which have a relatively low height. Even though such entertainment is always fraught less often with severe injuries and more often with fatal outcomes, its popularity among young people is steadily growing. The base jumper has only a few seconds to open the parachute. Still, before that, it is necessary to stabilize the body's flight because with a minimum distance to the ground, the airflow does not have time to pick up the jumper, and he can go into a state of uncontrolled rotation. Then there is a danger of getting entangled in the lines, or the parachute will not open. An experienced skydiver needs a height of at least 600 meters to make a base jump in 11 seconds, with a fall speed of 120 miles an hour. Before we go on, like this video, smash the subscribe button and click the notification bell to get new video updates. Number 6. Diving. This is a well-known and popular sport that allows you to enjoy the beauty of the underwater world and sometimes even communicate with the depth's inhabitants. But even in this lesson, a lethal outcome is possible if any of the dangerous factors are encountered. The underwater world is not only unusually picturesque, but also no less dangerous. Many predators live in the seas and oceans, and sharks are only the most famous of them. There are many different poisonous creatures, the poison of which can quickly kill a swimmer. Equipment malfunctions can always await the diver at depth. Barotrauma is a specific problem for divers because it is necessary to correctly ascend from a decent depth. During the ascent, do not hold your breath and take too deep breaths. Otherwise, the lung tissue may tear and cause bleeding. Decompression sickness is very dangerous. Over 8,000 divers are disabled for the rest of their lives every year. Injuries to the brain, heart, and lungs are often fatal. Number 5. Horse riding. The noble sport of horseback riding can also be fatal, with at least 40,000 riders injured each year. Experts like to talk about the healing and calming effect of communicating with animals, but it can also result in a different result if an out-of-control or frightened horse throws off the rider or gives a hoof. Falling from a galloping horse does not bode well. In such situations, severe and multiple fractures of the rider's bones occur. It is no better to collide with your own horse due to its sudden braking. Number 4. Rock climbing. This type of outdoor activity and sport is intended for people who are ready to risk their lives. Climbing is a separate branch of mountaineering and consists of climbing natural or artificial vertical obstacles. In climbing, you can use prepared slopes, on which safety ropes are already fixed, but even this simplification does not exclude the possibility of a fatal outcome. Mountain conditions are always dangerous with various types of injuries. Number 3. Surfing. Many people know what surfing is. On TV, this activity seems to be just heavenly entertainment. All professional surfers travel the world in search of the highest waves. But even this entertainment can cause a powerful adrenaline rush. It would be a mistake to think that there are no severe dangers in this sport. Injuries to the head and limbs. If an athlete fails to cope with the wave and stay on the board, then a powerful wave can hit bottom and drag along all its irregularities. Sharks are always waiting for prey, and professionals pay too little attention to safety and are ready to work in places where there are many of them. Number 2. Rafting. The most dangerous places on such rivers are rapids, which come in 5 categories of difficulty. Rafting is not like swimming on a boat along the river. There is a great danger to health and life itself. Here are the dangers that the conquerors of rough rapids may encounter. Injuries sustained by riders when the raft hits a stone at a high speed, or when the descent went wrong with overkill, then the athlete caught in a raging stream risks hitting stones, trees, getting fractures, or losing consciousness. Siphons. Places where the stream hides in the rocks. It is worth getting into a siphon and getting stuck in it, then the chances of salvation will be minimal. It is very dangerous to catch on something with your foot during the descent. When a person tries to get up, he is covered with a wave and he drowns. Quite often, athletes fall under their raft. In these cases, it is important not to panic so as not to drown. Number 1. Rodeo. Raging bull injuries go far beyond those typical of horseback riding. While the cowboy is holding onto the bull, he can earn a dislocated wrist due to the animal's jumping. But most often, a person flies off the bull, after which he can either trample it with hooves or string it like a barbecue on its horns. And although rodeo is not very popular globally, this does not prevent this game from annually claiming over 80,000 lives. Don't forget to give this video a like if you enjoyed it. Leave a comment below letting us know what you thought, and make sure you subscribe to Dima Say What.